You are a special person. You're a little snowflake that's different than everybody else, and you're unique. That's what you've been told pretty much your whole life, and that's probably how you feel if you're an undergrad right now and you're considering law school, because more than likely, unless you're one of the few exceptions that just somehow ends up in law school, you are probably an honor student, straight A's, mostly A's. If you're in, let's say, a real hard major, a respectable GPA for whatever that major might be, biochemical engineering, 3.5, I think you're doing all right. You're the president of a club. No, you're the president of 7 clubs. That's awesome. How you have the time for it, I have no idea. On top of being the president of 7 clubs, you play 14 instruments, and you're on a varsity sport. You're also the president of your sorority or fraternity, and you build 17 houses a year. This all sounds great. And right now you are a very special person. Is this a cynical entry? Not at all. Don't get that feeling. What this entry is just to point out that right now in undergrad, you are truly great. When you start law school and you get to law school, just remember that you're not special anymore. You're still a special person. I'm not speaking personally here. I'm speaking achievement-wise. Realize that when you get to law school, your peers are all people who are special, or else they wouldn't be there. That's one of the interesting and fun things about law school is you are just around so many special people. I mean, crazy life experiences, crazy degrees that you're like, wow, I've never even heard of that. People from all different kind of countries. But when you get into law school, all sins are forgiven. Everything starts back at nothing. You're all 1L students now. You're all 1L students that are not officers of anything, that are not in any clubs, that are not on any varsity sports. You all are equal. Everybody. From the start, everybody's equal. So let's say that you didn't do as much as you maybe could have in undergrad. Hey, now's your time to shine. Let's say you did all those things I mentioned in undergrad and you don't do them now. Well, you're not going to stand out. Do you have to stand out in law school? No, not at all. Just letting you know that mentally prepare yourself, because when you get used to being the best at something, I don't know how to explain this. Just mentally prepare yourself that when you get to law school, you're simply going to be another person in an extraordinary group. The entire group's extraordinary, okay? And if you have the mindset of, oh, I've got to be the very best, that's a great personal inward type mindset to have. But it's not going to cut it, because you're going to say, oh, well, I've done this and this and this and this and this, and people are going to be like, yeah, me too. So you really have to start standing kind of where you were as a freshman in undergrad again. Hey, I've got to reassert who I am. And in a way, it's great. I mean, it's great just to have everything gone. Now you really, truly can start over and anew. If you were on the student government for years and years and years, and you were an officer of all these clubs, and you just or simply don't want to do that anymore, there's no pressure at all to do it. If you want to try a different, path in law school, it's yours to take. So back to the kind of harsh intro of You're Not Special. It's just kind of a satirical look on the fact that you're among the brightest and the best. If you're going to law school, realize that, great, you're in the top, let's say you were summa cum laude of your university. Awesome. I was too. But I'm willing to bet that a good majority of the people that are in class with me also were, because guess what? They're in law school.